Hello friends. I'm back in the kitchen. Good evening. It's Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. It is the last day of our heat wave here in the Northeast. Thank goodness. But I'm still making dinner, right? We've got to make dinner. We still got to eat, right? But I'm not cooking anything, all right? It's all it's a salad, all right? Tell me in the comments, what do you make for dinner when it's hot? A phone call? Make sandwiches? We've had a lot of sandwiches the last few days. But we've also had salads. So last night we did a chicken and berry salad. Tonight we're doing southwestern salad. And again, not cook anything because I'm sure I'll be sweating at the end of this anyways, just by standing here and talking. So if it's your first time here, maybe you don't know me. I'm Sharice Hurd, your paper chef consultant. It is Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. I'm here most Wednesdays at this time, at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So tell me in the comments what you're having for dinner. Say hello. If you want, feel free to share the video with your friends because maybe somebody else needs a no-cook dinner idea, right? All right. That's it for my little what's up, updates. Now it's time for us to get cooking. All right. I'm a little scattered. This heat has got me going. All right. So I started off, I've got a head of romaine lettuce. I already chopped it up. And I'm going to put it on our plates. And I want to show you, I'm putting this all in one, I'm doing our individual plates. It's just my husband and I. Otherwise, sometimes I would put it in a big bowl. But I'm putting it right on our plates. Again, less dishes to wash, right? But I wanted to show you this. This is our new dinnerware, outdoor dinnerware set. You get a set of a place setting for 4. It includes the bowl, the little kind of dessert or snack plate, and then the dinner plate. All right. So I've got a couple plates here, and I'm just going to take some of this lettuce and get it right on there for us. Just kind of dividing it. This recipe I will be sharing with you guys. I will get it into the share it in the comments here below later on after I get done cooking or eating. There we go. All right, get all of that in there. There we go. All right. Now this could totally have been chopped up beforehand. Put it in your stainless steel bowl. Put a piece of paper towel on top of it. It'll stay crisp and ready to go all week long. All right. All right. So I want to make up a little dressing. I'm going to use my electric twist and chop here. I guess we're kind of not quite in the frame. There we go. Electric twist and chop. So I am going to first. This is the Southwest, so I want a little spicy. You might have noticed I've kind of got a little garbage bowl right here. This is part of our store and prep set. So love it for the convenience of having a garbage bowl right here. I'm using our new utility knife from our knife set. It comes as a set of 4. You can see the block right back there. It comes with a chef's knife, a bread knife, this utility knife, and then the paring knife. Those are the 4 most used knives. All right. So what I've done is I've cut around the seeds because if you can put the seeds in there, but it's going to get really spicy. All right. I just want the flavor of the jalapeno, and I'm just going to drop it right here in the twist and chop. Because I'm going to let this do the work, okay? I don't need to stand here and chop it when this can do it. So I'm just going to pulse it. And you'll notice the blade is actually going up and down. I hope you can see that. A little piece fell off here. I want to just kind of move this around. There we go. A couple of the pieces got stuck to the side. And I'm using the pulse. You can also use just turn it on. Now it is very, oh, that one piece just keeps going to the side. Let me see if I can get it down there. Everything else is really finely chopped because I want it finely chopped up. All right, let me try that again. We almost got it now. One more little piece there. There you go. I just want to get that finely chopped up. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, the rest of it will chop up as we get going here. All right, so now you can do this recipe a couple different ways. The recipe I'm sharing with you does call for ranch dressing in this. You can also go with Greek yogurt, okay? So I'm using our mini measure-all cup, and I love it because I can just push this right out, and all of it is gonna come right out. I gotta grab a scraper. Forgot to grab a scraper. So this is our little mini mixing scraper. It's kind of shaped like a spoon. So mini measure-all cup, mini mixing scraper, okay? But the measure-all cup, great for anything sticky or solid, honey, peanut butter, all of those things. This is the way. Ketchup, if I'm doing ketchup, things like that. All right. So what else do I need? I need some Southwest seasoning. I need 2 teaspoons in there. So again, like I said, you could use Greek yogurt in this just as well if you don't want to use ranch dressing. All right. There we go. 2 teaspoons of the Southwestern seasoning. And we need a little bit of lime juice. This helps to kind of thin it out and make the dressing thinner. Pourable, I should say. All right, I think it's also for a tablespoon. That's probably about half of a lime. So I'm using my citrus press. Been using the same one for about, I don't know, 15, 20 years now. All right, just give it a nice squeeze. You'll notice, maybe you didn't notice, I didn't mention it, but I did put it in cut side down. A lot of people want to put it in cut side up because it kind of matches the shape. But you put it in cut side down and look, it comes out like inside out, all right? Pushes all out. Drop that in there. All right, over there. There we go. All right, so lime. All right, now I have everything. 4 ingredients in there. Jalapeno, Southwest seasoning, some ranch dressing, about 3/4 cup. This will make a little extra dressing. Because like I said, I'm just putting this on a plate for us, but that's okay. We'll have extra for later. Now I'm just going to put this on and let it do its thing. So it goes down, it kind of really mixes it up. It's going up and down and going around. I want to make sure it gets all those pieces of jalapeno really fine. I think that's good. Yeah. Give it a little taste. Ooh, that's good. That is delicious. All right, so let me move that off to the side. Now you can make this ahead of time and just put it in the refrigerator and it'll sit and be fine. And even get a little more flavor. The seasonings will mix, make it more flavorful. All right, so let's get going. We've got, so the recipe here calls for chicken tenderloins that you cook on the cast iron or grill pan or outside on the grill. I have leftover rotisserie chicken. So when it gets hot, we either cook up a big batch of chicken breast on the grill before it gets hot, or we grab a rotisserie chicken and I pull all the meat off of it, and we use that for our salads. So tonight I have rotisserie chicken. So no cooking the chicken tenderloins. I'm gonna get some olives ready. You may not like olives, but we do like black olives. On this recipe, you can mix and match things, add things that you like. So I'm opening up the can with my smooth edge can opener here. It's a little bit different because it does go on top of the can. The can edge actually goes between these 2 little circles here. And then this button controls the little beak over here. And that actually is able to grab the can and pull it off. Because what it does, it releases the seal on the can. Okay, that over there. Now I'm going to use my can strainer. Okay, this has been around forever, and I know some people like can't live without this thing, all right? So it can go over your can like this to strain it out. If you're doing tuna fish, you can use it this way and press it out so you press all that liquid out. All right, I'm going to take it to the sink and dump it out, most of it out. Real quick, real fast. And I'll come over here and show you now that I got most of it out. My garbage bowl. Just hold it there. Okay. Super easy. But this can strainer, if you do anything with straining cans, you're going to want it. All right. So let's put out some olives here. Woo. I think that's more than enough olives for the two of us. There we go. That olive wants to really move around. Okay. I'm just going to spread these out. So you can cut these in half with the closing cut. I kind of like them sliced better. So I'm going to grab our cup slicer. So our cup slicer's been in our catalog for now 2 years. It has gone viral multiple times. I mean, when it first came out, it was the hottest thing ever. And I gotta tell you, it still is. All right, it is still one of our favorite products. So I'm just gonna take this. I took the little bottom part off. You can cut anything soft: eggs, avocado, mushrooms, strawberries, you name it, right? So I went all the way around, got them all, put the bottom back on, and that kind of pops them out so there's none left inside the blades. Now I can just dump this on my salad. Ready to go, all right? That's how easy that is. Let me grab a paper towel so I don't make a mess. There we go. All right. So now that's done. I'm going to scrape this in here. There we go. All right. The next thing I'm going to need is a red pepper. You could also, this recipe doesn't call for tomatoes, but you could totally put tomatoes on it if you wanted to. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna slice this up. I'm gonna cut this piece off. I'm gonna get that white part off because it tends to be a little bitter. So take that off there. I'm gonna use my quick slice here. You can serve this sliced or chopped up. I like it kind of smaller pieces. So there we go, we got slices. So if you're just making like a veggie tray or something, there you go. Perfect slices every time. What I'm gonna do is grab them up and lay them back down, but I'm gonna turn them. Little turn there. And then I'm gonna go back down. So now I have perfectly diced red peppers. All right, I hope you can see that okay. Perfectly diced there. So now I can just take it on my salad. I'm gonna dump that one on my salad. There we go. I'm gonna do one more big one. The rest of them I will save. Actually, I'll probably cut them up while this is dirty. All right, there's one. Oop. Those are already little pieces. Put those over there. Give it a turn. Go back down here. All right, and then rock it. The secret is make sure that you rock it so that the blades line up with the little guides, okay? Perfectly, evenly sliced and diced, right? Okay, let's dump that onto this salad. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, that's all out. So I'm just gonna take these real quick and I'm gonna slice them so that I have some sliced peppers for tomorrow. Put on my salad, I can do them with dip, whatever I want, right? Turn that this way. So I will save those, put those in a baggie, have them already cut up, ready to go. Because this is already dirty, right? Why dirty it again tomorrow and cut it up? So cut it up now while it's already out and dirty. Maybe you want to do a couple peppers at a time. Have them ready to go for the week, all right? Why wash twice, okay? It's just what I'm saying. All right, now, clean that up. we need an avocado. All right, so when you're picking your avocado, you want one that has a little bit of give to it when you push it in. You can also look, if you pull the stem out, it should be nice and green, kind of bright green inside there, okay? Then you know it's ripe and ready to go. All right, so I went to use my avocado knife, and I forgot. That's all right. There we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna I have my avocado knife here. Avocado tool, I should call it. And I'm gonna pull this out here. I'm using a smooth side. So the avocado tool has a sharp, serrated edge to go through the skin, and then a soft edge. I'll put that over here. Dump that right over that. Use my quick slice again because it's already dirty. Right? Boom. Avocado's easiest thing to slice. So let me grab, all right, I'm gonna move this off of here. Just gonna set it here for a second. There we go. Now, when you're going to get the pit, you're gonna use the ball end of the avocado tool. And you just wanna slap it and then twist. And it's gonna come right out. Oop, come on, there you go. All right, and then use your smooth edge side of the knife. Go all the way around. And get that out of there. And then we're gonna give that a slice. Boom. So easy peasy, right? There we go. Hey, it was already dirty, might as well just keep using it. All right, let me wipe my hands here. So we've got, I just gotta assemble these salads here. I wanna show you the assembly of them. You can see, I told you, I was just assembling today. Nothing fancy. All right, move all this stuff out of my way. Put my plate, one of my plates here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I've got two plates here. One's kind of off to the side here. All right, so we got our chicken. So I've got the chicken all ready to go. I just diced it up. Like I said, you're not cooking, you know, take the easy button. You know, if it's gonna be hot, grab that rotisserie chicken. Let the store do the, you know, for once, I know we're all trying to watch our budget, but when it's this hot and you don't wanna cook, you gotta push the easy button every now and then, okay? And grabbing a rotisserie chicken is it. Make sure you save the bones so that you can use with your scraps. Hopefully you're saving your scraps from your carrots and celery and onions and whatnot, all your veggies in the freezer. And when it gets cooler, we can throw them all in the multi-cooker, the chicken and the veggies, veggie scraps, and make a beautiful chicken broth, okay? There you go. Some frozen corn. You can use canned or frozen. I usually have frozen in my in the freezers all the time. All right, so we're gonna put this is about half a cup, so about a quarter cup each plate. A little corn on there. All right, messy hand. Then I need some black beans, right? It's about, I don't know, I got a quarter cup or so, a handful or two. I just eyeball it when I'm making the salads. All right, a little there we go, a couple handfuls. Should do it. All right, and these were drained and rinsed. All right, there we go. Now we need our avocado, so I'm putting an avocado, half of an avocado in each of our salads. Here we go. All the way around there. I gotta fan it out. All right, messy avocado hands. Now some black olives. Like I said, you can add tomatoes. You could use, if you prefer, green pepper or yellow pepper, orange pepper, whatever you want. Oh, I forgot to say, the cup slicer is actually on sale this week until the end of the month, the 30th, for $20. Okay, you're gonna save $5 on that. So if you don't have a cup slicer yet, let me tell you, you really should grab it, okay? Such a useful little gadget in your kitchen. And the kids will love it because it makes it easy to chop up grapes and strawberries and things for the kiddos, all right? Now, the one thing that's not on here that I always like is I need a little crunch on my salad, okay? If you need a little crunch on your salad, comment crunch. You know, whether it's nuts or croutons, let me know. I'd love to hear. All right, so I'm going to drizzle on a little bit of this dressing over this. And then for the crunch, because like I said, I got to have a little crunch. So I'm using some tortilla chips, you know, great for using up the bottom of the bag, you know, where all those pieces are. All right, let me just get this last dressing on here. All right, we apply dressing with a heart. Go with whatever works for you, right? All right, so I've got some of my favorite multi-grain Tostitos scoops. They're just the crunchiest things ever. You might have noticed it was clipped together with one of our Twix-It clips. A set of these, and you'll be using them all the time. Especially, I love them for my freezer. So like that corn that I had pulled out of the freezer, you know, I only pulled out half a cup out of the big bag. The Twix-It clips are perfect for the freezer because, you know, they stay closed. You're not going to have a bag of veggies, open it up in your freezer. And they're plastic, so they're not going to rust or anything either. All right, so there we go. So grab some chips and just do a little crunch on top. And there we go. That's it. I'm just doing a little handful. Again, measuring with my heart, not my spoons or my cups. There we go. Just a little extra crunch on there. And that's dinner, guys. What do you think? Easy peasy, right? I mean, this really wasn't a hard dinner. But I made it fresh by making my own dressing. You know, and you kind of, if you use the Greek yogurt, you're really saving a lot of extra ingredients that might be in a bottle dressing. And it'll give you a little extra protein too. So this is our salad for tonight. Our Southwest salad. Good to go with lettuce, chicken, red peppers, corn, black olives, black beans, what else was on here? Avocado, and then our jalapeno Southwestern dressing. It's ready to eat, okay? What is that, 20 minutes we took? So you can cook without cooking. You can make dinner without cooking and heating up the kitchen. Use, you know, what's at the store. Use that rotisserie chicken or get, you know, deli chicken, whatever, and you've got dinner, all right? I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm not sure if I'll be here next week because of the 4th of July weekend coming up, but we'll see. And if I'm not, I'll be here the following week for you. All right, take care, everyone. If I don't see you next week, have a wonderful 4th of July, and I'll see you next time in my kitchen for Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. Bye, everyone.